Good morning, everyone. Nice to meet you today for this new lesson. Hope you are all doing well. First, I would like to make sure that you can hear my voice well. Is my voice clear? Can it reach all of you? Please say yes if you can hear my voice. Okay. Kenza is reassuring me that my voice can reach her. Same for Monam Bjawi. Good morning, Monam. Good morning, Kenza. Good morning, Ranim. Good morning, Malik. So, Monam, Ranim, Malik, Mehdi, and Kenza. I have got 5 students so far with me. I hope you are enjoying these Ramadan days well. I hope that you are trying to keep in touch with your studies, that you haven't lost touch with. And I hope that you will enjoy today's lesson as usual. 10 o'clock in the morning is a good time for you, or are you feeling sleepy? um, in Ramadan, we stay up late at night, and because of staying up late at night, sometimes it becomes hard to get up early in the morning. Anyway, we will wake up slowly but surely together, step by step. Okay, today's lesson, as you can see on the screen, is about human rights. It's definitely human rights. Okay, it's a human rights. First, I would like to check if you have studied this lesson in class. Have you studied the lesson human rights in class? Good. Kenza is saying yes, we have already studied it. Same for Ranim, same for Sireen Hariga. Good morning, Sireen. She just joined us. In the case of Malik and Monam, they haven't reached this lesson yet. It's an interesting lesson. It's one of the lessons I like most, really. Good. Can anybody give me first the opposite of the word rights? The opposite of the word rights. Can anybody tell me about the opposite of the word rights? What's the opposite of rights? Okay, it's good to ask for our rights, but we have to do our what? Oh, wow, wow. It's correct, Monam. It's duties. It's correct, Kenza and Ranim, but Ranim, the spelling of duty is wrong. There shouldn't be an I between the U and the T. So the opposite of rights is duties. We have to fulfill our duties, but we have to ask for our rights. Good. But here we're not going to speak about all rights. We'll be speaking about human rights, and that's important. I am trying to think about some examples of human rights. So these are some examples of the rights that human beings are supposed to enjoy. If you can find any of these rights, please tell me about them and I will write them for you. Can anybody find any of these rights, please? Any right that you find, follow any order you like and I will help. To work, Kenza is saying the right to work. Very good start. We should enjoy our right to work. Monam is saying I to learn and to study. Wow, wow, Monam. Studying, very good, Ranim. Sirin is saying to travel. Should enjoy our right to travel, but not in these conditions, of course. You know, the COVID-19 is making it hard or impossible for us to travel, unfortunately. Anything else? To learn and study, we have already mentioned it, Malik. We have found to learn, to study, to work, to travel. That's all. To volunteer, Muhammad Malik. Yes, I would say to volunteer is okay, but I meant to choose our politicians, our presidents, for example, our representatives. What is this right? Ah, Serene, bravo. It's the right. At what age can we enjoy this right? Thank you, Malik. It is to vote. Excellent. At what age can we be allowed to vote? Yes, Ranim, 18. Kinza, 18. Serene, 18. Monam, 18. Wow, my students are so good. They are well prepared and they are in very good mood today. I am very proud of you, my dear students. Good. Any other words? That's all. That's all. You missed this. To express, Muhammad is saying, yes, good start. Should be given the right to express. Ah, to play. To play, Monam, the right to play, especially children. Malik found it. An important right. We should enjoy our right to live. To express, Siri is saying to express opinion. She is right. We should enjoy the right to express opinion. Opinion, very good, Monam, as well. But the spelling of your opinion is false, Monam. No problem. The word is correct. What matters is that the word is correct. So we are left with this and this. Who is clever enough to find the two missing expressions? Monam. Excellent. Excellent, Manon. It is the right to be registered at birth. Register with T-E-R-E-D. Serene, good girl. So when the baby is born, he has the right to be given a name, and he has the right to be registered by one of his parents in the town hall so that he can exist in the eyes of law and he can enjoy all these rights. Ranim is saying there is the word health, and she is right. Healthcare. Good. Oh, very good, Malik. To access or to have or to enjoy healthcare, which is very important. So these are the different rights to access, not accomplish, Ranim. Well done. These are, of course, examples of the rights that we should enjoy. Um, it's important to speak about these rights. Are there other rights that I didn't mention and that you can add, please? Are there other rights that I didn't mention and that you can add? Freedom. Very good, Kenza. The right to enjoy one's freedom. Good. I added it. Good. We have mentioned a lot of beautiful rights. Right. Now we are going to read a text about human rights. Clothes. Before we continue, I have to go back to clothes. Clothes, to wear clothes. Okay, this is mentioned by Malik again. Right, Malik. So we are going to read the text and say which of those rights the text speaks about. Someone to read, and then we'll see which rights the text speaks about. Any volunteer to read the text, please? Any volunteer to read the text? Human rights. I need a volunteer to read the text. Raise his hand or her hand and read the text for us. Nobody would like to read? Oh, Kenza, you don't want to read? Serene, Mehdi, Malik, Monam. No back to read? All right, no problem. Fix myself then. So suddenly everyone stopped speaking when Brian entered the office on his first day back at work. His new colleagues were surprised to see the dog standing at Brian's side. "This is Brian Murray, our new engineer," said the manager. The office staff welcomed Brian and asked him his dog's name. "This is Rover," explained Brian. "He's my eyes and leads me everywhere." When Brian was 24 years old, he had just started working as an engineer. He was planning to marry his girlfriend Jessica later in the year. Then suddenly he started to have problems with his eyes. He had a rare disease, and despite all the treatment, he was totally blind in 6 months. He thought his life was finished. First, he told Jessica to leave him and to marry someone that could see. She refused and insisted they got married. Then he informed his company that he was blind, and he offered to resign. They refused and instead arranged for him to attend a special retraining college. At the college, Brian learned new skills. He learned to read Braille. He also learned to use a computer with Braille keys, so that if Brian keys in Braille, the computer prints ordinary script, or he can use his voice to produce script. He learned how to organize his life at home, how to cook safely, and how to keep his clothes tidy. He always buys the same colored socks. Finally, he was given his guide dog. He learned to give Rover special commands and to follow Rover as he led Brian across busy roads and through the traffic. Brian then realized that guide dogs are allowed on buses, trains, in offices, and even in some restaurants, because these dogs have special rights. At first, Brian's colleagues were very curious to have a blind colleague and a dog in the office, but now people hardly notice. Clients who only communicate with Brian through email or on the phone do not even realize he has any disability. 100 years ago, Brian's illness would have resulted in him losing his job and perhaps being on the streets begging. Today, our human rights state there should be equality in the workplace for all citizens. Interesting text. Now, my question is, which of the rights that we saw the text speaks about? Let's go back to the rights that we saw and tell me which rights. No problem, Serene. Serene is saying, I'm sorry, but my voice sounds weird in the morning. So Kinza is saying there's the right to work. And Monam is saying there's the right to learn. The dog is allowed, that's animal rights, Serene. So there's work and there's learn. I think we can add two more rights. Work, study, learn. There's live as well. He is given the right to live. Anything else we didn't mention? Healthcare, very good, Serene. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 rights. So there's the rights to live, learn or study, work, and access health care. That's interesting. To marry. That's good, Mona. It's not mentioned in the spidergram, but we can add it. The right to marry, good. That's interesting. Good. Now we are going to write the paragraph number in front of each main idea. If you look carefully, you can see that we have got 4 paragraphs. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and paragraph 4. And I asked you to match each paragraph number with the main idea. Normally there are 4 paragraphs, but I gave you 5 main ideas. It means there is an extra main idea. It doesn't exist in the text. Have a look at these titles and tell me which of them is the extra title the text does not speak about. Okay. We have got the 2 declined or refused requests. We have got how to cope with one's handicap. We have got the wedding ceremony. We have got back to work. And we have got people's reaction. One of them does not exist in the text. Munam has answered correctly. Ranim has answered correctly. Sireen first answered wrongly, but she corrected herself. Very good, Sireen. I'm not giving the answer. I want the others to try. So Monam, Ranim, Sireen, Kenza. Okay, all of you have answered correctly. This is the extra title. None of the paragraphs speaks about the wedding ceremony. Good. Now, which main idea goes with paragraph 1? Which main idea goes with paragraph 1? Kenza is saying it is D, people's reaction. Sorry, back to work. It is correct. One speaks about going back to work. Good. What about paragraph 2? Paragraph 2, Monam and Ranim are saying E. Sireen is saying A. We have to go back to the text and have a look at paragraph 2. Look, these are important ideas. He told Jessica to leave him and to marry someone that could see. She refused. He offered to resign and they refused. So can you decide now? It is definitely A. He made 2 requests or 2 offers and they were rejected. Excellent. Now we are left with how to cope with his handicap and people's reaction. Which paragraph goes with which main idea? Paragraph 3 goes with which main idea? How to cope with one's handicap or people's reaction? We can get back to the text if you like. Okay, Kenza is saying paragraph 3 with B. Paragraph 3 with B. Paragraph 3 with B. How to cope with one's handicap. That's right. How to organize his life in spite of the handicap. And of course, people's reaction, especially his customers' reactions. First, they were surprised, but now it's normal. They are no longer surprised. So that's the right order of the paragraphs. Very good, boys and girls. You did an excellent job. Right. Now we are going to focus on the whole text, and find 4 proper names, 4 names. What are those names and who do they refer to? Go back to the text, please. If you find a name, you write it. If you find a name, you write it. Write the 4 names. Okay. Colleagues is not a name, Manam. I can see the names, but I'm not going to say them until you finish writing the 4 names. There are 4 proper names. What are the 4 names? Rover. Okay. I can see 3 names now. Finish all the names and then we correct. So the names are that you mentioned are Brian. Brian, just a second. So there's a Brian, yes. There's Jessica. There's Rova. And there is another name you didn't find. Okay, I'll give you back the text. There's another name you didn't find. Bray, excellent Serene, bravo, wow, wow. Okay. Now, who is each of these people? Brian was the man. What kind of man is he? Is he like everybody? Okay, he's an engineer, thank you. Is he like everybody? Is he okay now? He's blind, okay. He is blind. If you want something more general, he is this what? This he is this disabled. Wow, wow, Dr. Mona. He is handy. Handy. Finish the word. Handicapped. Good. I like your answers, Ranim. He has special needs. So that's Brian. What about Jessica? Who is Jessica? His girlfriend. Maybe his fiance. Okay. Rover. Good, Monam. Rover is Brian's dog. Brian's dog. Good. What about Bray? Good, Melik. What about Bray? The founder of Bray method. Wow, wow, Monam. The inventor, yes, of the Bray method. Method without E at the end, Monam. Ah, you corrected it. Good boy. The Bray language. What is Bray? It's a system of writing for blind people. Is it based on the alphabet letters? Instead of the alphabet letters. He invented the Bray language. Who can finish the last word? It's not based on the usual or the ordinary letters. So it's based on what? What is it based on? Touch, Monam is saying. Yes, there is another word. Touching what? Touching what? Touching, we call them dots. It's based on dots. These are dots. Raised dots. Good. So these are the four proper names: Brian, Jessica, Rova, and Bray. Excellent. Now we are going to complete the table with information from the text. The job of Brian, the unpleasant event, his decisions, and the result. It's called night writing. Oh, thank you, Ranim, for the expression. It's called night writing. So his job, as Kenza is saying, is an engineer. What is the unpleasant event that happened to him? He he became blind. Thank you, Moran. He became blind. He became blind. Or he went blind. He lost his sight. Excellent, Monam. He lost his sight. He lost his sight. Excellent, Serene. So, what did he decide? He decided two things. What were they? What did he decide? He told Jessica to leave him. Good. So, to break up with Jessica. Did she accept her? Did she accept her? Did she accept to leave him? She refused. Good. Good, Kenza. And the second thing he decided. Second thing he decided to stop work willingly, Kenza is saying. So to from his job, to stop working, to stop working or to leave. To resign, excellent, Serene, to resign from a job. If you resign from a job, then you write a letter of what? You write a letter of what? A letter of. A letter of. Finish the word to get the noun. Finish the word to get the noun. Resigning, no, that's not the noun, Serene. That's not the noun, resigning. Resigning is not the noun. The noun of to resign is excellent Monam. Excellent Ranim. Resignation. So he wrote a letter of resignation. Was his resignation accepted? Good, Muhammad Malik. Was his resignation accepted? No, it wasn't. So his boss refused. This is important. This is important. It shows that people wanted him to continue working for them. It shows that Jessica and his boss are what kind of people? Describe Jessica and his boss. What adjectives can we use? Faithful, very good, Mona. Faithful. Understanding, very good, Serene. Faithful, understanding. Faithful, understanding. They are faithful. They are understanding. They are thoughtful. They are loyal. Wow, wow, Ranim. They are supportive. And they are considerate. They consider his state and they accept him the way he is. They respect him. He's like everybody else. He just has special needs. But this doesn't mean that he cannot be a good engineer. That doesn't mean that he cannot be a good husband either. That's really interesting. Good. Now we are going to focus on paragraph 3 and find 4 skills that Brian learned at the retraining college. 4 skills that he learned at the retraining college. Let's get back to paragraph 3. And this is paragraph 3. And find the 4 skills that he learned at college. Read and find out the 4 skills that he developed. Okay, Ranim. Okay, Mona. Okay, Kinza. I'm not giving the answers. I want to give a chance to the others. Then I will tell you. Okay, Monam again. Okay. Thank you, Kenza. Thank you, Monam. Thank you, Ranim. Right, Monam again. Excellent, Kenza. So let's check. So there's reading Braille. There's using a computer with Braille keys. There's organizing his life at home. And give Rover special commands. And of course to follow Rover as he led him across busy roads and through the traffic. So use computer with Braille keys. read Bray, organize his life at home. And when you organize your life at home, the writer gives you example of cooking. All this is part of organizing one's life. Cooking, keep the same clothes tidy, and buying the same colored socks. First read Bray, and then use a computer with Bray keys. So to read Bray, to use a computer with Bray keys, to organize his life at home, and to give his dog commands. Now, organize his life at home can include cooking and wearing tidy clothes. Good. That's excellent. So he can live like everybody else, which is important, which is very important. Now, what shows that the text does not speak only about human rights? What shows that the text does not speak only about human rights? Excellent, Serene. Very good. What shows that the text does not speak only about human rights? Serene has answered. I want the others to answer as well. I want the others to answer as well. The text does not speak only about human rights. Come on, the others. Read and find out. Excellent. Kinza. That's excellent. So yes, I didn't want to give the answer at first, but now I can tell you that the text speaks also about animal rights. For example, guide dogs. Guide dogs can be allowed to go to public places, to restaurants, to places of work, to get on public transport. So dogs have got special rights. Now, what's the link between paragraph 1 and paragraph 4? What's the relationship between paragraph 1 and paragraph 4? Have a look at paragraph 1, and then I will show you paragraph 4, and you tell me what the relationship is. Read silently paragraph 1, then I will show you paragraph 4. Okay, let's see paragraph 4. And then you can tell me what the link is. Surprised to see the dog. The different reaction of Brian's colleagues at first and at the end. The reaction. That's very good. That's very good. Paragraph 1 speaks about the colleagues. Okay. Suddenly, everyone stopped speaking when Brian entered the office on the first day back to work. His new colleagues were surprised. And then later on, the writer said Brian's colleagues were very curious to have a blind colleague and a dog in the office, but now people hardly notice. Very good. The reaction of the colleagues. Clever boys and girls. So the change in Brian's colleagues' reaction. At first, surprised and curious. Now they find it normal. Complete the following sentence with information from paragraph 4. Because they don't see him live. Because they don't see him live. How to finish the sentence? Because they don't see him live. How to finish the sentence? Because they don't see him face to face. Nobody can finish the sentence? Because they don't see him live. How to finish the sentence? They notice, Monam is saying, excellent, Monam. Him live, they hardly notice. They hardly notice. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is clients who only communicate with even disability? Good. They do not even realize he has any disability. They don't know that he has a disability. Customers do not even realize that Brian has any disability. So he works like everybody else. He is like everybody else. They don't realize that he has any disability. Is the text clear first? Do you understand the details of the text? Oh, I'm sorry, Monam. Can you hear me well now? Because Monam is saying that the sound is not always clear. Good. I was saying, is the text clear? Do you understand every single detail about it? Excellent. Well done. Well done. Right, right. I'm very glad you understand, because now we are going to do activities related to the text, but we finished the comprehension. Good. We start with this exercise number 1. Complete the paragraph with 9 words from the box. Which violated protect rights, however respected men around international, social and freedom. After the Second World War, The international community established universal standards of individual human rights in order to and promote these. In order to do what? And promote these what? In order to protect, very good, Mona. And promote. In order to protect and promote these rights. Very good, Ranim and Mona. These standards are the red lines. Defend men's humaneness. Good, Malik. So these standards are the red lines. Defend. Which, Ranim? Very good. Which defend men's humaneness and try to promote justice and what? Justice and freedom. Justice and freedom by defending the political, economic, and cultural, so definitely social and cultural rights of all individuals. In short, these rights ensure a apostrophe S civilized existence. Very good. A men's civilized existence. These basic rights have been and continue to be. There's a full stop and there's a comma. Excellent. Full stop and comma, of course, we use, however, but don't forget to capitalize the H. However, these basic rights have been and continue to be what? Those rights are not respected. So they continue. No, it's not respected. The opposite. Violated. Opposite of respected. Okay, Serene. Respected is not correct because there is however, so we need something that contrasts. Continue to be violated in many different ways all around the world. All over the world. So around and violated. So we have two extra words, respected and international. We don't need them. Good. Now the noun of these verbs. What's the noun of lose? The noun of lose. No, lost is the past. I'm sorry. No. Sight is the noun of see. Loser is the person. No. No, no, no. So it's not correct. So the noun of lose is loss, double S. So we say blindness, the definition of blindness, loss, sight, as Monam said. The noun of beg. People who don't have money, they go to the street and they beg. So the noun, not beggar, I'm sorry, it's ing. Begging. The person is a beggar. That's the person, Monam, okay? The person is a beggar. Organize, the noun is organize, the noun is come on, it's easy. The noun of organize. The noun organize. Yeah, the action of begging, good. Now the noun of organize. Good. Organization. Equal. What's the noun of equal? The noun of equal. Noun of equal. The noun of equal. The noun equal. Good. The noun of safe. The noun of safe. Good. Safety. I'm sorry, you wrote equality, but you wrote it later. There's a problem of network, I think. Internet network. Safety is correct. Thank you. Disabled. The noun of disabled. Excellent. Disability. Disabled, disability. Good. And curious, of course. Curiosity. Very good. Curiosity. The spelling of curiosity without you, Monam and Sirin, okay? Just OS. So mind the spelling, please. It's very important. Your spelling Melk is correct. Your spelling Ranim is not correct because you kept the U. Normally you don't keep the U when it's a noun, okay? Good. So put the bracketed verbs or words in the right tense or form. Bray is a system of what? Writing, very good. For the blind, in this system, letters. Letters. In this system, letters. Letters are represented. Very good, Ranim and Sirin. Letters are represented. Letters are represented. So we need the passive form. In this system, letters are represented by a. We need a noun. Between a and of, we need a noun. So a combination, good. A combination of raised dots. I spoke about dots a few minutes ago. On paper or good other. Remember other plus plural noun. That's why we have materials, plural. Another plus singular, but other plus plural, which are then read by touch. In 1829 by Louis Bray. Excellent. So it's passive. It was invented. It was invented in 1829 by Louis Bray, who lived between 1809 and 1852, who was himself blind. He passed off Toulouse, of course. As you did say, he lost, excellent. He lost his sight at the age of 3, and there was a tragic accident that happened to Louis Bray. He was in the garage of his father and he fell on a sharp iron tool that cost him his sight. Very good, students. Now complete the paragraph with words in the box. Areas, dogs, away, urban, and trained. What's the meaning of urban first? What's urban? An urban area or an urban place. What does it mean? Does anybody know the meaning of urban? Urban. Urban, Munam is saying in the countryside. Serene is saying people live in. You didn't explain well, Serene. A lot of people. Actually, I want to go back to Munam's definition. It's not in the countryside, it's the opposite, Munam. Urban in the city. If it is in the countryside, then it is rural. That's in the countryside. Good, good, Melik. So a guide dog, like Rover in the text, of course, is a dog who is good, who is trained to assist or help the blind in finding their what? Their way. Very good. In order not to get lost. Notably in areas traffic, no, I'm sorry. It's rather urban. Very good. Urban traffic and crowded areas, crowded regions. Good. The dogs are selectively bred and include Labradors, often crossed with Golden Retrievers and German Shepherd dogs. Very good. Well done. Now let's match each verb in column 1 with the right word from column 2 to get meaningful expressions. Now to attend, to learn, to lead, to score, and to read. Someone, Bray, blind, college, goals and skills. To attend college. Very good. Then to learn. To learn, many of you said Bray. No, I want to read Bray. To read Bray, 5 would be read Bray. I'm sorry. So to learn new skills, very good, with F. To lead. To lead. To lead someone, very good. And to score goals, very good. To score goals. So there is an extra word which is blind. Excellent. Now fill in the blanks with the words in the box. Still email, although, traffic, despite, site, staff, equal, guide, leads, busy, and disabled. So because Brian is blind, his guide dog leads him. Very good. Leads him across what kind of streets? Across traffic streets? No, it's not traffic. It's not traffic, I'm sorry. Busy, very good, Serena. Busy or crowded. Opposite of empty. Busy streets and through traffic. Good. Where's traffic? Sentence 2. Dogs. Guide dogs. Very good, Muhammad Malik. Excellent, Kenza. Guide dogs usually have special rights. He communicates with his chatmate through what? Communicates with his chatmate through what? Through email, very good. Taha Hussein was blind. He lost his. Excellent. He lost his sight, the none of to see, while he was a child, while he was. Very good, Sirin. Excellent, Malik. Excellent, Monam. While he was still a child. Brian can cook safely in his blindness. Excellent. Despite plus noun. Despite his blindness, he can cook safely. Very good, Monam, Ranim, and Sirin. Jane is handicapped. She is active and energetic. Now we don't have a noun. We have subject and verb. So we use although. Although. Physically, people. What kind of people? Physically disabled. Physically disabled people should enjoy rights. Should enjoy what kind of rights? Good, Monam. Excellent, Sirin. Excellent, Ranim. Good, Mahdi Dahmuni. So yes, equal rights. And a boss shouldn't be too strict with his office. What? Excellent. The only word left is staff or group workers. Well done. That's very good. Excellent. Very proud of you. Now we are going to have some review tests. Fill in the blanks with 8 words from the box below. Connection, disease, survive, interest, close, still, alive, interested, bombing, desperately so, and no longer. During the war, Mirjana, 32, writes to an old friend Ivan Noor, a Croat soldier. Your telephone message has surprised me enormously because after 2 years of silence, you show in me. I will give you a few minutes, write down the words, and then we correct. Okay, Ranim, I saw your word, it's correct, but I will not tell you about it. Let me give a chance to your friends to write the first word. Ranim and Sirin, you answered correctly. Monam, you answered correctly. Naim, you answered correctly. Naim, you answered correctly. Okay, I think I can give you the word. Malik, you answered correctly. So you show interest in me. Show interest in me. And my worthless life. I am fine, or at least I think I am. I have arms and legs. Good Monam, good Naim. Good Sirin. Thank you, Kenza. I still have arms and legs and a relatively clear head. My relatives are okay. What's most important is that they are my relatives are okay. They are what? Good Sirin. Good Mehdi. No, Manam. Yes, Naim. So they are alive. What matters is that they are alive. That's the most important thing. There's no more of that. Now, Manam, we need the word that you wrote. You need it in this blank, Manam. So what's the next word? There's no more of that as before, but everything is destroyed. The city that you remember doesn't exist, neither do people. It's not survive, Naim. It's not survive, Ranim. It's not survive, Kenza. It's correct, Serene. It's not correct, Melik. It's not disease. So it's Serene who found the word. There's no more of that bombing as before, but everything is destroyed. The city that very difficult when friends forget you. When I need them the most, like air, like water, like life itself. Around around me and helping me were strangers' faces without names and pasts, and I so wanted someone. So what? It's not no longer. So no longer doesn't work. Excellent, Monam. Excellent, Ranim. I so desperately. We need an adverb to describe the verb wanted. Thank you, Kenza. I know what to me. Apparently, but I des to me. I wanted him to be what? To me. Interested to me? No. Interested in me. It's not correct, Monam. To me. Close. Very good, Serene. Wow, wow. To be close to somebody, to be near somebody. I wasn't killed by grenades, but the awareness of losing friends did. Close. Very good, Monam and Serene. So, very good. Did so that he's killed me. Very good, Monam and Serene. Write to me about everything. Be my with the beautiful life of my past. Be my what? Be my connection. Excellent. Be my connection. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's correct. Now put the bracketed words in the right tensor form. When I was a child, I was sure of what I wanted to become, a doctor. However, the more I grow up, the clearer my career path is. Now, as I almost to finish high school, which tends to use? Which tends to use? So, future no, Naim. Past perfect no. Simple past, no. We have got now. Now I have almost finished. An action that has just finished in the present. So present perfect. Excellent, Kenza. You found it correctly. I've almost finished high school. One thing attracts me, becoming an great writer. Ah, Malik, good. Well done, Malik. I didn't see it. Malik. Yes, I saw it now. Clever boy. um, it's not exceptional. It's exceptionally because we have an adjective. To describe the adjective, we need an adverb. An exceptionally great writer. My parents, upon hearing this, were surprised and wondered whether I, to think the matter over carefully, whether I, which turns to use. They wondered whether I. It's not simple past. It's the past before the past. Simple past is just an action in the past. But if it is an action before another action in the past, what do we use? No, it's not past progressive. It is excellent, Ranim, the past perfect for an action before another action in the past. The past perfect is composed of had plus past participle. Whether I had thought the matter over carefully. We use the past progressive, past perfect when we have an action before another action in the past. And you have wondered. Wondered is the second action, had thought is the first. They advised me to advise somebody. To advise somebody, excellent Ranim, to do something or not to do something. So not to make any decision in haste, since the profession of a writer did not offer security. They kept comparing the job. What kind of job is it? What kind of job? No, it's not ed, it's ing. Rewarding. Rewarding, bringing money. Well paid. The rewarding job of a doctor to that of a writer. In the beginning, they didn't seem to understand me, but after a few days, I realized that no matter which profession I chose, they would always be what? They would be excellent, Naim. Excellent, Monam. Ranim, no. Kenza, yes. So, they would be supportive. At school, I spoke to our career advisor who explained that my career choice was interesting, but probably need many years of hard work. Mehdi is also correct, thank you. Now, which tense to use? My career choice was interesting, but probably need many years. But probably need many years. Hmm. Will is in the future when the context in the present, Monam, but the context in the past. So what's the past of will? What's the past of will, Monam? Excellent. So it's would probably need many years of hard work, not to mention natural ability, because before I could hope to become successful. Naturally, I realize the difficulties, but I have enough self-confidence to make my dream. To make my dream come. Excellent. To make my dream come true. Very good. Now circle the right option. The blood donation process is easy and takes less than an hour. Most donors find it a heartwarming, a warm-hearted, a heartwarmed and painless experience. Okay, Monam, it's correct. But I want to give a chance to the others. Good, Naim. Are there other answers? Very good, Ranim. So it's a heartwarming and painless experience. Answering a health prescription, answering a health investigation, answering a health questionnaire is the first step. Very good, Monam. The others. It's not prescription. It is questionnaire. Very good. In a brief interview, you will about your medical history. You will, excellent, very good. You will be asked. Our staff will conduct a mini physical examination to determine your current health state, healthy state, healing state, health state, the state of your health. You will lie in bed, you will lay in bed, you will be laying in bed. No, Manam. Yes, Sireen. No, Malik. No, Naim. No, Manam. No, Mehdi. You will lie in bed. That's to lie in bed. The past of to lie is lay and the past participle lain. Or sit comfortably on a chair while a trained nurse collects about 1 liter of your blood, 1 rhesus of your blood, 1 pint of your blood. How much blood? No, Monam. Good, Serene. Good, Ranim. 1 liter is too much. The rhesus is positive or negative, but the pint is correct, which is half a liter. We say a pint or a unit of blood. After donating, you will enjoy light refreshments and you may resume your usual routine. You must resume your usual routine. You should resume your usual routine just after. Excellent, Manam. Excellent, Ranim. Should know, Naim. Must know, Kenza, so it's may, possibility or probability. Congratulations, you have added your name to the list of blood donors. Several biologists, several patients, several surgeons will benefit from your valuable donation. Several what? Several patients. Very good. Well done. Next paragraph. Fill in the blanks with 8 words from the box. So unbelievably, fail, badly, very, keeping, stressful, a little, fake, to keep, lack, lots, try, close, and neighborhood. Everyone loves a good neighbor, the kind of person who brings over extra tomatoes from his garden or offers an eye on your house. What does he offer? Keeping, Manam is saying, but we don't say to offer doing, we say to offer to do. So offers to keep. Very good, Naim. Offers to keep an eye on your house while you are away. In today's society, what kind of society is it? No, it's not fake. Not all society is fake, not the whole society. I'm sorry, Naim. No, it's not neighborhood. Badly is not correct because it's an adverb. So Monam and Sirin, yes, stressful. In today's stressful society where we often move far away from our parents and siblings, some neighbors even end up taking on the role of family members. Of yes, very good, Ranim. The others, not fake now, something positive. Family members. What kind of family members? No, it's not keeping. It's not unbelievably. It's not lack. You are giving me all the words. Excellent, Naim. Close family members, near family members, and become priceless friends. But that's not always the case. The unlucky ones end up living next to selfish neighbors. How selfish are they? Next to very selfish. We can accept very. There is another word. Unbelievably. Very good, mom. Those are neighbors who mow the lawn. What's to mow the lawn? We studied this before. قريناها قبل. Who can explain to me the meaning of mow the lawn? Excellent. Cut the grass. Very good. We saw that before. So they mow the lawn too late. We have used very, we have used unbelievably. So too late at night. Badly too late now. Badly too late doesn't work. I'm sorry, Monam. Badly too late now. A little, very good, Serena. A little too late at night, or to prevent their dog from ruining. They don't prevent. So we need a verb. We need a verb. Try to prevent? No, they are not good. They don't try. They fail. Very good, Monam. They fail to prevent their dog from ruining their regularly maintained garden. Those uncaring people take being a bad neighbor to a whole new level. They show off awareness. Excellent, Naim. The others, can you try? No, it's not lots of. On the contrary, they show absence of or lack of. Very good. Lack of awareness of the troubles they are causing to those in the what? Excellent, Naim. Excellent, Monam. Excellent, Sirin. Excellent, Ranim. In the neighborhood. Good. Put the bracketed words in the right tense or form. I was born with a disease called cystic fibrosis, so I knew I would need a lung transplant to save my life, but I never thought it would happen as soon as it did. In May 2012, I went to see my what? I went to see my what? Speciality, no. Specialist, yes. Specialist, very good. Who told me I needed a new lung? For 4 months, I waited in hospital to hear of a donor. That September, I finally to tell. A donor had been found. That September, I excellent Monam. I was finally told a donor had been found. After the operation, I began thinking about the donor who saved my life. No, Ranim, I was finally told, okay? No, Monam, it's not saved, it's before. An action before another action in the past. شفناها قبيلة. شو استعملوا؟ كتب أكسيون قبل أكسيون أخرى في past. Excellent, Ranim, past perfect. Who had saved, not would save. Would save, that's in the future, Monam, رد بالك. أما had saved an action before an action in the past. Very good, Naim. The donor who had saved my life. In November, I wrote an letter. What kind of letter? Very good. Ranim, no. Mona, Naim, and Sirin, yes. An appreciation letter to the family and gave it to the hospital, which promised it. Pass it on. The hospital promised it to pass now. كمش حط to pass نعيم ما نحطش it promised to pass, but the hospital promised that it هذه future in the past قريناها قبيلة زاد future in the past لا would pass. Very good. Very good منعم. Would plus verb هذيك future in the past. But when Peter Chalk, the donor's father, wrote back, I was moved. He explained that the organs were from his daughter who had died unexpectedly. It's correct, but the spelling. Nobody wrote the word correctly. لقيتوا ريبونس صحيحة كتبتوا لي غلطة. Unfortunately ردوا بالنا في الأورتوغراف الأولاد. باقي غلطة يا مالك. ناقصة أو بعد تي. Had died unexpected. كلكم كتبتوا لي غلطة المرة دي. الله يهديكم. طلعتوها صحيحة وكتبتوها غلط. Both Gary and I were in tears by the time we'd finished reading. Peter and I never meet. But 9 years on, we still sent cards on the anniversary of the operation. Never. Excellent, Monam. Well, excellent, except for something. It's not past perfect, it's present perfect. From the past until now. خاطر عندي we still send الكونتكست بتاعي في البريزون. Excellent. رنيم أما met مش need. كتبت لي need. كنز عطاتنا ريبونس صحيحة. Have never met. Have never met, but 9 years on, we still sent cards on the anniversary of the operation. Hearing from him made me even what? Even plus what? No, we need comparative after even. Even plus comparative for. Even what? Comparative, I said, Naim, Monam. More determined. الأورثوغراف متاع determined بربي أنا إيرانيم ومنعم زادة. To make the most of his daughter's remarkable gifts. Good. The last exercise now. Circle the right option. When the war started, I was just 5, and I will never forget watching my father dig a big hole in the back garden. This was our what? This was our refuge, not refugee, so it's not correct. I'm sorry, Mona. Refugee is the person. Mona, now it's correct. Shelter. At first, I was really scared of going into it. Every time the siren went off to announce to announce what? To announce not the war. The war is already there. No, it's not. We don't announce the destruction. We announce the bombing. When we hear the siren, it means there will be bombing. I started shaking with fear. I refused to leave my bed. I didn't find it easy to get used to. To get used to. To get used to doing something. ده عندي get وإلا be تنحط use to plus verb plus ing to sleeping رنيم good. But soon living in the city was too dangerous, very dangerous, so dangerous. One of them is correct. It's not very because we have that. It's not too because we have that. It's so plus adjective plus that. But too plus adjective plus to plus verb. So is the correct answer. So dangerous that the government decided to send the children away to the countryside. I think I was lucky because I was able to go away to my grandmother's cottage. Very good. How do you know it's cottage? How do you know it's cottage, not flat? In the countryside, bravo, Manam. Naim, it's not because it's the grandmother, but because it's in the country. We said that the cottage is a house in the country. Some children were forced to stay with total strangers. At first, I was so what? Worried. Very good. I couldn't stop crying because I was thinking about my mother back home. Grandma allowed me, let me, made me have as many sweets as I wanted. Made me by force, no. Allowed me to have. ما عنديش to, so it's not correct, it's let. Let me have as many sweets as I wanted, but I was too miserable to eat many. Silly me. If only I ate, if only I have eaten, if only I had eaten more. If only I had eaten. Very good, because the context in the past. Synonym of if only, I wish. Most children didn't have the chance of getting lots of sweets because they were rationed. That meant you were only allowed to buy a small amount. I hope you have benefited from the lesson and enjoyed it. Do you have any questions about the lesson today? Do you have any questions? Welcome, Monam. Did you like the lesson? Welcome, Kenza. Is everything clear? Thank you, Naim. Thank you, Serene. Thank you, everybody. I enjoyed teaching you as always. Okay, Monam is saying interesting, so beneficial for Ranim. Thank you all, my dear students. Thank you, Sireen, Kinza, Malik, Monam, Naim, and all the students. Hope to see you very soon. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the holiday, and goodbye.